Now, the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority says you have to put off your phone and not on flight mode, especially during landing and takeoff, as a major update to the many virus stories we've covered in the sector in recent days. Let's bring in aviation analyst Wale Shadare for more on this development. Mr. Shadare, from a technical and safety standpoint, is there credible evidence that flight mode still poses risks to aircraft systems?
Thank you very much. Yes, we have the fact that they do pose serious risk to aircraft. But it has also proven, because aircraft have become so sophisticated now, that the risk it poses is very, very minimal. We all know that mobile phones transmit electromagnetic waves that interfere, potentially interferes with aircraft and aircraft navigation system. Is a standard rule everywhere you go that before takeoff and landing, passengers are asked to switch off their phone because of credible information that it has the potential to interfere with navigational system in the aircraft. But it has also proven that aircraft are so sophisticated these days that the threats are very, very minimal. But it is a rule, and I think NCA has taken a very far-reaching measures to ensure that the rule is the rule. We have some airlines will ask you to put your phones on flight mode. Some will ask you to switch them off automatically.
Indeed.
So it depends, but it depends. But NCA has made it a rule now that all phones must be switched off.
Mr. Shadare,
during landing.
How there are conversations as to how this new Nigerian directive compare with global aviation standards. Internationally, the norm is airplane mode, not necessarily full shutdown. But beyond that, looking ahead, how feasible is it for airlines and cabin crew in Nigeria to enforce this? What practical challenges do you foresee with compliance, especially on busy domestic flights?
I think what we're doing now is to even draw awareness to what NCA has done now. TVC is broadcasting this news, and we're also talking about it. So that is awareness. Before now, you have options. You either switch off the phone or put it in flight mode. I think this rule has been there for a very long time, but maybe somehow the airlines decided to change it to say put your phones on flight mode, like they also say in outside this country. But we know that most flights, once you embark on a journey, you are asked to switch off your phones. I think it's a normal rule. I think this is coming out because of what has happened with the case of Comfort Emerson. Nothing so spectacular about it, but what the NCA has done now is to make it a rule, to make it that a rule that they no longer accept flight mode.
Exactly.
Put off your phone.
Exactly the point, Mr. Shadare. It doesn't sound much like an advocacy rather than an enforcement and a rule, but we'll see how that plays out in the coming days. Well, Shadare.
No. NCA enforces rule is not advocacy.
Yeah, that's the point I'm making, that we now wait to see how you enforce it, how you clearly now check each person to be sure that they have switched off your phone. I would have thought that advocacy would have been a stronger alternative in this regard.
Yes, yes. I think the NCA has to do that, and the relevant authorities have to also do that. The airlines have to ensure that they educate people. The awareness is there for people to know that immediately you go in before your flight, you switch off your phone.
That's our time, Mr. Shadare. Thank you so much. Simple. Thank you for talking to us on the news tonight.